Hello everyone and welcome back to Codwins. Playing Rust with friends online is a lot of fun, and this enjoyment is intensified by certain actions. One of those actions is when someone guesses another player's base code correctly, by sheer chance. This list contains the top 6 moments when Rust YouTubers and streamers guessed the base codes. But before we begin, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon too so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. Alright now, let's begin. Guessing codes is a habit that most online players in Rust have. They do this casually without any expectations that they'll actually be correct. So when the code happens to be correct, obviously you're gonna freak out. Such a thing happened with one player who was playing with his teammates. All of his team members were away from him searching for bases and other items in the game, and he of course was on his own. He happened upon a base and immediately started guessing the codes. After a few tries, he struck gold. He guessed the number 8888, and those were the lucky numbers as they granted him access to the base. Although he correctly guessed the password, he waited for his teammates to show up. He did this so that if there were any opposing players inside the base, they could fight them off. Luckily, when his mates arrived, they entered the base without any interference. They just guessed that the players who built the base were offline. After looting the entire base and not coming across any traps, they concluded that they might have been in a bot base. So even though guessing the code was miraculous, it was somewhat marred by the realization that the base was not built by actual players and that this code was very common and easy to guess. As is often the case in many games, there are of course many glitches in Rust. One of these glitches was exploited by a player in this following clip. The trick was to type 000 on the physical keyboard, and then the last 0 would be pressed in conjunction with the clear button on the keypad of the screen. He tried this trick multiple times on many bases and it always worked. This left many teams flabbergasted.
So type it 3 times.
Hit 000, right?
Type it or hit it on the keypad.
Type it, hit 000. And then on the fourth, 0, click 0 and clear. Try doing it on the keypad and hitting clear at the same time. Hit the 4 0.
So type 0 on my actual keyboard.
Yeah, and then
hit clear
at the same time.
No way. No way. No way, dude. No way.
Another such instance of code guessing happened when a player was repeatedly guessing random numbers. After being shocked multiple times, the player resorted to a caveman level instinct and started hitting the door with a rock. And what do you know, this didn't do a thing. So he resumed to guessing the code and he finally cracked it. The code was, immaturely, 8008, and guessing it was easy because of the repeating numbers, let's just say that. Most players are aware that repeating numbers are most often used by other players while building bases. After guessing the code, the player proceeded to loot the base, and even though he fell for a shotgun trap, he respawned and looted the base to its bones.
I guessed it! Nick, I guessed it! 8008!
This was one of the most brilliant moves by any team playing on Rust. The ragtag team in Rust was able to figure out the code of the biggest clan on the Rust server. Soon after this, that clan attacked. Initially, the smaller team tried to defend themselves, but after that proved to be futile, they changed tactics. Since the team knew the larger team's base code, they went there. They did all of this while they were busy attacking the smaller team. As soon as the bigger team's base was infiltrated, the smaller team changed the codes on all the doors. This in essence locked the biggest clan of Rust from their own base. This was an excellent strategy and resulted in the smaller team looting the entire place to shreds.
No way.
4323, that's your code to the base.
Which base? Who?
Dude, fucking dumb. Dude,
You cold rated them? You cold rated?
Wait, whose base? Whose base?
ZZZ, I don't know.
A player on Twitch named Trotsky was exploring different bases and trying random codes to see if he could crack them. After doing the same multiple times, he finally picked the right one. As soon as he went inside the base, he turned around and killed a guy standing right outside. After that, once he explored the base, he found and killed a player already inside the base who was completely unaware of the code being cracked.
What? No. What? I'm in the base.
Wait, you're trolling, right? Where are the base?
That's 21.
Many people have wishes in their lives that they would do anything to get fulfilled. Well, many people on Rust have just one wish, and of course that is correctly guessing the code of a base. One player succeeded in doing so, of course, and he posted the video on YouTube. He traveled from one base to another and just tried guessing codes. Most often than not, he was killed trying to do so. Even so, he kept on persevering, and finally he came across a base and guessed the code 1445. As it turned out, that was the correct code, and he was exuberant, and he described his mood by saying that his dream had been finally fulfilled. He went on to say that due to the rush of joy, he was just shaking. So those were some of the moments when YouTubers and streamers guess the base codes on Rust. While these moments don't often occur, whenever they do happen, they are always a joy to witness. Well, that brings us to the end of our video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't liked the video yet, it's never too late, so go give it a thumbs up, people. We'll see you soon in another video, but until then, take care and goodbye.